You know, let's say you go over to someone's place, the instant someone starts touching you, it's time to get out.
Right.
Or something like that, as an example.
Yeah.
If we bring you over there and we give you some books and tell you to go study, then that's the lake.
Right.
Right? So those things come with that little bit of foresight, right? You don't step out into the road when you see cars coming.
Right. Unless you're Black Lives Matter.
Right. Right?
Well, I mean, that harkens to exactly why we always speak on when someone comes to you with a question, you ask them back another question.
Right.
It's not necessarily the question to, like, say that they're wrong or they're right. It's just more or less, you need to start thinking for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come to me all the time with the notion that I'm always going to be giving you an answer. You have to find that answer yourself.
Or be available.
Or be available.
To even answer.
You know what I'm saying? Because what if we're not available? Then what?
Well, and
you're gonna keep waiting until
somebody's available.
Somebody's available. Wait, you got a situation that you got to deal with.
Though I think on another level, though,
Mhm.
I think the process of becoming a Moor and your very basic and your very sort of what we call first steps, we tell you to keep studying, keep questioning. That's at the basis of everything.
Mhm.
So if you're being told come to my house,
Mhm.
you'd say, why are we going to your house? What are we going to do at your house?
Right.
When we get to the house, why aren't we studying? Every step of the way,
Right.
why are we doing this rather than that? Why are we lying in bed rather than studying?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So to me,
Yeah.
what we know is what the Moor, basically being a Moor is about.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's in questioning everything that we see that's supposed to be real, in questioning that we realize it's not real.
Right.
But it's only in asking the question. It's not in the accepting. Because it's in the acceptance that has gotten us here.
Right.
So the very basis of this knowledge is the question.
Question.
It's
Always ask
questioning.
questions.
Right.
Don't think I'm completely right about anything. Just
And that's why I prefaced all of that.
study
That's why I
about it.
prefaced all of that before, was saying to me, because I think we know the situation that there's also, I don't want to say, there's empathy.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you don't want to wish that on sort of anyone.
Right. Sure.
Right? So I'd like to make that clear too.
Yeah. Please long. Right. So we're gonna listen to a little bit of this. And again, this is not just like Brother Omar saying, it's not attacking the individual who's expressing themselves.
No.
You know what I mean? We're attacking the people who set her up.
And I think
We're
this
not
again,
attacking the individual who went through the trauma.
and let's say this again, sorry to interrupt, that you could look at this within the area of what we've been doing too, which is to shining the light
Right.
into the dark corners
right.
and exposing that stuff so that hopefully we are hopeful, which is one of the first steps towards not having this happen again.
Right.
So that hopefully someone can see this, and then the
right.
next time they're in a situation and someone says, do you want to come over to study?
Realize.
We say, let's go to the library.
Library.
Especially if it's those same people.
Especially if it's those same people.
Been coming up
Who've been coming up
over and
all
over
through
again.
it.
All through the
through
thing
it. All through it.
that this is their pattern, this is how they do.
Yeah.
And people have this notion that, you know, we're just against some brothers. Right? We're just against some individuals who are trying to do the same thing that we're doing. No, we're against individuals who are taking the position of opportunists with
Racketeers.
racketeers, embezzlers, right? Traitorous, treasonous people.
Treasonous people to the nation.
Right? Because every individual that says they're Moorish American or they're Moors, this is the only thing that they're supposed to be on. They're not supposed to say that they're Moors and be talking crazy about paying taxes to a foreigner. Like, clearly those people aren't Moors.
Well,
Clearly they're black people disguised as Moors because they're trying to keep you on the plantation.
but let's also,
Because the objective is Harriet Tubman. You know, we're not gonna leave the plantation, burn it down and all that stuff. That's not our business. We're just getting off of it. We're gonna go over there and set up shop somewhere else where we don't have to deal with what our people are dealing with. Because we know that what they're dealing with is wrong. But we also know that through their consent is why they're dealing with what they're dealing with. It's not that somebody's doing something to them. It's them always consenting to the de facto. And then when somebody stands up for the de jure against the de facto, then they're calling the de jure that's standing up renegade or anti this, anti that, sovereign, whatever.
What's the de jure mean again?
You got,
Okay, let me.
somebody's got, oh yeah, you still have seen or you lost
Yeah, I
it?
still have it. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do seal first. Let me do seal first. I had it and I lost it. And it's perfect segue to it, actually. Okay, seal. An impression upon wax, wafer, or some other tenacious substance capable of being impressed. A particular sign made to attest to the most formal manner the execution of an instrument. Now, there's a couple of particular seals. There's common seal, corporate seal, great seal.
No,
Yeah.
interesting,
Yeah.
interesting.
Now, first I'll do common seal. A seal adopted and used by a corporation for authenticating its corporate acts and executing legal instruments. That's,
And that's what seal?
that's a common seal.
Common seal.
So a common seal is a seal adopted and used by a corporation for authenticating its corporate acts and executing legal instruments, i.e. Toronto or Ontario, for that matter. Okay. All right. Next is corporate seal. The official or common seal of an incorporated company or association. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, hold on one sec. Let's just the corporate seal there, so you can see what that is.
okay.
It says it right on it, so you know. Where it says corporate seal, right? Different than this seal, right? That doesn't say corporate on it, right? So which means that there's two jurisdictions. There's a corporate seal, and then there's a de jure seal. There's a de facto seal, and then there's a de jure seal, right?
Okay. Now this seal, and I'm sure if everyone who has a dollar bill, a Federal Reserve note, the dollar. Now, Great Seal, a seal by virtue of which a great part of the royal authority is exercised. We gotta really dig into that. I said, if you look at the dollar bill, there's two seals on there. The one on the right, which is the seal of the United States,
Or the corporate seal.
the corporate seal. And the one on the left, which is the Great Seal, which is the de jure government seal. The office of the Lord Chancellor or Lord Keeper is created by the delivery of the Great Seal into his custody. Like this, I said, you really gotta really dig into the Great Seal to really understand what's going on with it and what's it really talking about. There is one Great Seal for all public acts of state which concern the United Kingdom. In American law, the United States and also each of the states has and uses a seal, always carefully described by law and sometimes officially called the Great Seal. though in some instances known simply as the seal of the United States or the seal of the state. So, from what I take from it, in regards to the particular seals that they have out there, this seal is the authority to which everything stands on this land mass. Being from the de jure government, because it has, as you just written, the authority to do such. And that's sealed. So if everyone has a dollar, the federal notes dollar bill, take it out and look at the Great Seal. You have a Black's Law, go read it up yourself and you find out more about it. Now we go to de jure. De jure. Okay. De facto.
You might as well read that too when you're done.
Yeah. Okay, let me do de facto first then. De facto. In fact, actually, indeed, in reality. Thus, an office, position, or status existing under a claim or color of right, such as a deputy county clerk. You have de facto government, one that maintains itself by a display of force against the will of the rightful legal government and is successful, at least temporarily, in overturning the institutions of the rightful legal government by setting up its own in lieu thereof. So basically, only by force,
Right?
only by trickery can anything.
Only by force, right? Kill Noble Drew Ali, right? Only by force, get him out the way, so that they can teach their perspective of what this is. De facto. We're talking about Kirtland Bay. Anybody who follows that line or whatever. Givensell. Anybody who follows that line or whatever. Pool Bay, Fort L, right? And etc. By use of force, get Noble Drew Ali on the way. In order to overturn the jure perspective of what this is. So when you look at all these people, everybody's pushing the perspective that Moorish Science Temple, Noble Drew Ali, Moorish Americans, whatever, some religious whatever, right? When it's civic. So they overturn what it really was, which is civic and constitutional. And they created the illusion that it is religious. And then everybody went with the fact of what the de facto people said being a Moor is. Because they saw fezzes, and they saw turbans, and they saw sign on the building, and they saw nationality card. They figured, hey, those guys must be Moors. They dress like Moors, so they must be Moors. Yeah, they're Moors that are de facto. They're Moors who took the position of getting you out of your status of American, which makes you a Lodian. Get you out of your American status as a Moor, which makes you a Lodio, so that you can be a member of whatever Moor, which makes you de facto. Because if you're American, then you're going back to the fact that things have been overturned and we have to put them back right.